Welcome back everybody to LBS Response to episode number 41, and thank you everyone for the support on the last week's episode. 900 views, one of the, again, in the top 3 most viewed LBS Response to, so it's appreciated. So let's get into it, guys. We've got quite a few questions for this week. We have Serb Brick. He says, what is your favorite TIE fighter variant? And honestly, I probably gotta say the TIE Crawler. I think it's so unique, and just compared to like every other TIE fighter that's just common. I think the TIE Crawler, I would not mind getting either a remake or at some point even the original. I do have like the TIE Interceptor, the UCS TIE Fighter, some of Kylo Ren's, the TIE Striker I have. But definitely the TIE Crawler I think is just the most unique and probably my favorite of them all. So moving on to Night Monkey, we have he has a couple questions here. He says, what are your thoughts about the new LEGO Monkey Kit sets? I think they're pretty cool. I'm not going to be picking anything up anytime soon. They don't interest me that much. The one that does is the big boat, but for 160 bucks or 180 bucks, that's out of the picture for a while at least. But I think they're pretty cool though. I think it's one of the better kind of one-off themes LEGO's made recently. But there's that. The second question is, are you trying to collect all the LEGO Star Wars sets? Not necessarily. Again, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's kind of like an end goal, I guess. Will I ever do it? I don't think so. I really don't. Unless everything just picks up astronomically, where, financially it's just easier. But at this current moment, it's really not even in the works. I kind of just pick up what I want as I go. I think I have, if I go off my brick set, I think I have about 150 unique LEGO Star Wars sets, if you count open and sealed sets. So eventually, sure, but it's not anything I want to do right this second. His third question is, do you like LEGO Overwatch? I like the pieces in it. They part out good. Other than that, I've never played Overwatch. I don't really care to build or keep any LEGO Overwatch sets. I don't even think I have any sealed, honestly, behind me. If I recall, I don't think I do. I'm just not a big fan. His fourth question and last question is, do you think that Lord of the Rings sets are returning? I couldn't tell you. I don't pay attention to Lord of the Rings. I've heard no rumors, so far, but possibly, what is there, a new movie coming out or something? I'm not even sure on that. So I'm not the person to ask for that or ask that question to, but at the moment, I maybe think. I mean, it's 50-50, I guess. Ryan McKenzie says, which LEGO Star Wars sets would you get rid of in your collection and why? I mean, if I had to choose one, that's really, really tough, honestly. That's a pretty tough one. Possibly, maybe, let's see. I don't know, maybe one set that I kind of regret buying just for the fact of how much I paid for it. Maybe the Republic Fighter Tank. I mean, I did pay a premium on that set when I did. I love the set, though. I love it. I love the build. I love how it, all comes together. But I paid $140 for that sealed, which, it's a halfway decent deal for a sealed, I think. But, for what it's worth, I should have either kept it sealed. That's pretty much what I do with a lot of that stuff. Or just buy it used and, for like 50 bucks. But, I mean, in a sense of getting rid of one, I mean, that probably would be, like, the one purchase that I would, like, get rid of and try to redo it. Other than that, though, I mean, I pretty much buy everything I like. I don't really buy anything I don't like. So, nothing I kind of want out of my collection right now. Otherwise, I would have sold it already. But there's that, guys. Moving on to GFrob3 says, what is the biggest LEGO Star Wars sets you own? Mine are the Tantive, Newest Falcon, and 20th Anniversary Slave 1. Technically, piece count, I think it's the Death Star. I've got it sealed right down here. I gave away 2 of them back in 2017. Then I bought myself one towards the end of 2017. I've also got the Sandcrawler right here. I've got the UCS X-Wing Snowspeeder. I've also got the Tantive. I've got the UCS B-Wing, UCS TIE Fighter, Assault on Hoth. And that's pretty much all the... Oh, UCS Slave 1. That's pretty much all the bigger Star Wars sets that I have, but the Death Star, piece count wise and actually price wise too, is the largest set in my collection. Studio Stop says, what is your least favorite LEGO minifigure that you have in your collection? I've answered that. I did a whole video actually. I think it was a top 10 or top 20 video, but definitely probably some of those Freemaker Adventure figures or Rose Tico. I mean, those are just obvious ones, obviously. Moving on to Z Jewel Smolder says, do you think the Custom Mother Talzin is worth $40, including shipping to Belgium? I really don't think so, man. I mean, at $40, it's up to you. I mean, if you're gonna have a purpose for, I think it's an awesome figure, very well printed, very well detailed. Would I pay $40? No. I mean, I paid $15 for it in a blind bag. I probably would have not ever purchased it if I didn't get it in a blind bag, but if you have a use for it, if you're going to use it in a mock or something, or have a cool scene set up for, I mean, it's really up to your discretion, man. You know, it's up to whatever you think stuff's worth in your opinion. You know, it's your money. You know, your opinion matters the most. Yo boy Matt says, do you like the 2003, 2008, or 2013 ATTE? I got to go probably 2008 ATT just for the fact it was one of my first, you know, bigger Lego Star Wars sets. I'll throw the picture up if I remember to, but yeah, I got it back, you know, when I was like, what, 7 at the time when it came out. I've got 3 of them now, and I've got one of the 2013, none of the 2003 one. I eventually want to. I've always thought the 2003 one looks very cool. I like how it's like a little bit, you know, shorter to the ground, a little bit more spread out. But until I have the 2003 one. Definitely probably the 2008 one at this moment. Banjo Monk Man Meme says, what's your favorite LEGO Star Wars wave? Probably the 2014 Winter Wave or the 2008 Clone Wars wave or 2009 Clone Wars wave. Probably, you know, between those 3. I actually got a video coming out pretty soon on my top 10 favorite LEGO Star Wars waves, so stay tuned for that. Should be coming out, let's see, maybe first week of June or something like that, so definitely stay tuned. ZZ-56ZZ says, will you ever consider doing a mock contest? I've actually done a mock contest before in the past, back in like 2015, I believe. Went over pretty well. And then I think I did another one in 2017, which also went over pretty well. I'll probably do another one soon here. I'm kind of focusing on like the giveaways and kind of just my own content and my own mocks before I do something like that. But possibly by the end of 2020, there might be a mock contest on the channel. Mateo Han says, what are your favorite LEGO collectible minifigures, including Batman, Ninjago, etc., not just numbered CMF series? Probably Series 10 just for nostalgic for me. I mean, Mr. Gold, you know, the hunting. Back in the day, my dad and I would always try to hunt for him. It was kind of the first series I ever got the whole complete set of, and since then I try to keep up with it, but kind of failed at that. Also, the Simpsons series, I think that was very cool. So pretty much, probably Series 10, 11, and the Simpsons series, I think, are my favorite. Then we have Will Harper says, would you ever consider making a video of picking a Bricklink order like Brickstar and others? I definitely could, man. I mean, if you want to place a Bricklink order and mention it in the comments, I mean, I could do a video on that if you want. It's just kind of something like, I'm not over here all the time. My dad has to pack up some of the orders sometimes, and just not really anything that's ever come to my mind. I would not think that you guys would really want to see that, but if you guys do want to see something like that, leave it down below. Leave a comment down below, and I'd probably do it eventually. Moving on to Big Mr. T says, biggest critiques of the LEGO YouTuber community. I think I've brought this up before, maybe even in LBS response to, but definitely it was some other video I brought it up in, but, you know, back in 2017, I mean, I was pretty integrated into a lot of things. I mean, I was in Rebelug for some of it. I was, you know, really at the peak of my height, you know, or the peak of my game, you know, at the YouTube thing and Instagram thing, where... But even at that point, I'm not going to say I knew everything that went on, but I mean, just from being in that space, and even now, I'm getting back into it a little bit, that there's just so much behind the scenes stuff that, I mean, there's probably very few people in the whole community that have, you know, they even say they're friends that have never gone behind someone else's back. Like, there's just so many little, you know, DM chats and group messages and Discord chats that just... You know, there's so many of those that like hate on one person. Like, I mean, I know straight up. I mean, there's people in Rebelug that are participating in group chats and stuff like that of hating specific like Rebelug members and other members. Like, not like any disrespect towards Rebelug. That's just kind of like a premise thing. But there's even like, you know, there's dozens of people that are in group chats that just like are meant just to like roast one particular person. You know, I've been included in them before, but I don't care to participate. But that's, I think, the one thing that, like, just really at the end of the day, I don't know why the fuck it matters. I really don't. You know, that so many of these people just roast other people in this community for absolutely nothing. I mean, I don't think anyone in this community is doing anything wrong. But there's just so many little things that just people just don't ever let go. You know, for all these people, that just it gets kind of, you know, annoying at the end of the day. But Probably that though, man. I mean, just between Instagram and YouTube and stuff like that, and Discord, I mean, it gets pretty tiring, honestly. Seb the Great says, what series would you recommend starting for a new channel? Besides a mock series, since I'm already doing one, probably a Q&A series, man. I think that's probably the best way to start. I mean, honestly, just to kind of get a series out on your channel that's pretty consistent, I definitely probably recommend that. Captain Axe, the winner of the giveaway, actually says a second favorite clone trooper. Probably Commander Bly, I think at that point. Probably Commander Bly. Then we have Little South 018, Clone Army Customs or AV figures. Is there one? There's another custom you like better? Clone Army Customs, I think I went over that. CAC, I've always kind of stuck with them, and I probably always will. Then we have a level 6 Laser Lotus. Has ever considered quitting Lego / Funko? Myself, yes, a little bit. Back in 2016, I took a pretty big break from everything. I pretty much took all of 2016 off. 2017 went back into it. 2018, I started dating my girlfriend at the time, and it was kind of like a natural send-off. I had other stuff going on, all the drama between me and Ryan, and getting a girlfriend is kind of, I transitioned into like kind of my more personal life, which was good for what it was. And then come like end of 2019, beginning of 2020, I mean, there was some things that I didn't want to quit it anytime soon, or not permanently quit it. Even if I'm not going to do this as a full-time job, I still wanted to continue it. But of course, my girlfriend at the time had other ideologies and would not let me do that. So there was a few times I was this close to quitting, but it wasn't underneath my terms. But from here on out, I probably won't. I don't see myself again, even if I don't do this as a consistent everyday upload job for the rest of my life. I definitely see myself, doing, a video a week, 2 videos a week, something like that for quite a while. Moving on to J-Rod Production Studio says, what was your first LEGO set? That was the Clone Walker Battle Pack, it was an Assassin Droids Battle Pack and a Anakin's Jedi Starfighter back in 2008. Then we have the Shining Darkrai, last question of the video. Do you think Monkey Kid is better than Ninjago? I don't think so. So that's every question for this video, guys. Thanks for watching episode number 41. Leave your questions down below for episode number 42. And yeah, I will thank you guys all for the support. It's been awesome. Stay tuned for a awesome weekend of videos. All the videos from before this, definitely go check them out. And yeah, thank you guys all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for see you guys later. Bye, guys. If you want to save 5% off on your next LEGO purchase, be sure to use code LIFEBRICK. That's capital L-I-F-E BRICK at republicbricks.com for 5% off your next order. It'll pretty much pay for your shipping or get you a couple dollars off. They sell old LEGO minifigures, sets, mystery boxes, and more. I've got a couple of videos on my channel showing the products, so be sure to use code LIFEBRICK on your next order for 5%.